Welcome to our daily devotional series, The Daily Herald. I pray that these messages will come to you as an encouragement and a reminder to be heralds of the Lord daily. God bless you.
Seal of the Promises Made, October 29. My soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even to death. Stay here and watch with me. Matthew 26:38.
As Christ felt his unity with the Father broken up, he feared that in his human nature he would be unable to endure the coming conflict with the powers of darkness. In the wilderness of temptation, the destiny of the human race had been at stake. Christ was then conqueror. Now, the tempter had come for the last fearful struggle. For this he had been preparing during the 3 years of Christ's ministry. Everything was at stake with him. If he failed here, his hope of mastery was lost. The kingdoms of the world would finally become Christ's. He himself would be overthrown and cast out. But if Christ could be overcome, the earth would become Satan's kingdom, and the human race would forever be in his power. With the issues of the conflict before him, Christ's soul was filled with dread of separation from God. Satan told him that if he became the surety for a sinful world, the separation would be eternal. He would be identified with Satan's kingdom and would never more be one with God. And what was to be gained by this sacrifice? How hopeless appeared the guilt and ingratitude of human beings. In its hardest features, Satan pressed the situation upon the Redeemer. People who claim to be above all others in temporal and spiritual advantages have rejected you. They are seeking to destroy you, the foundation and center and seal of the promises made to them as a peculiar people. One of your own disciples who has listened to your instruction, has been among the foremost in church activities, will betray you. One of your most zealous followers will deny you. All will forsake you. Christ's whole being abhorred the thought that those whom he had undertaken to save, those whom he loved so much, should unite in the plots of Satan. This pierced his soul. The conflict was terrible. Its measure was the guilt of his nation, the accusers and betrayers, the guilt of a world lying in darkness. The sins of humans weighed heavily upon Christ, and the sense of God's wrath against sin was crushing his soul. Behold him contemplating the price to be paid for the human soul. In his agony, he clings to the cold ground as if to prevent himself from being drawn further from God. Further reflection. Have I had to handle the weight that results from the guilt of my sins?